Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Do we have Mike? Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Good morning. This is Marilyn, and welcome to the morning pre-market session for Apex. This is a time every morning when we try to see what's going on. If you have trades on, I would caution you that in 3 minutes we have a lot of news. This is U.S. economic news, including the unemployment claims. Those are always very interesting, like I believe every word they say. Building permits, but at 10 o'clock we have the Philly Fed. Nat gas is at 10:30, and then the big news today, 2 o'clock. I think we're going to have to sound an alarm. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, what's her name? Janet Yellen. Yes, she'll ride in on her broom and tell us exactly what is happening with the interest rates. So that will, there's a lot of anticipation in these markets for that wonderful thing happening. It looks like overnight, I think the entire world is waiting to see what the FOMAC in the U.S. is going to do, which is likely to be nothing. But then, you know, it's a little bit. The rumor is always the big deal. So let's just get down to some things we're going to do today that will affect us at least this morning. You may have noticed I have completely redone these charts, and that's kind of sort of the case. Daryl helped me a lot with these charts because I am about to I feel like I'm having my teeth all pulled, which happen to be in great shape. NinjaTrader 8.0, bless their little hearts, are not going to be able to accommodate our diagnostic bars or candles. So we're going to have to go to either the shadow bars or to the continuum bars. Well, the shadow bars in their form I've had on there, I just can't do it. So what we've got here is the shadow bars with the closest imitation that we can come up with to the diagnostic bars visually. There's a lot of internal programming on those things that is a little different. And Captain Courageous, our fearless leader, swears that these are way more accurate. All I know is this Apex system is really accurate. So I am going to put in the room my templates for the 6-tick, the equivalent of the 6-tick crude oil, the equivalent of the 12-tick crude oil, and the equivalent of the 10-tick TF. When Lori comes in, she'll tell you exactly how to fish these out of the chat room here. I know that you have to click on them. This is what I think you have to do, but Lori is the expert on this. And Larry, you may know plenty more about this. Oh, Lori's here. Wonderful. Thank you, Lori. Okay, so you have to click on them and then follow Lori's instructions. I will get these in here. You may need to change a few colors. What I notice on these crude oil charts of mine, the background that's coming through on the monitor is somewhat darker than right in front of me, the monitor I have right in front of me. So great, Larry, thanks. Larry's going to put a post of this in the video as well when he posts this afternoon. So having said that, let's just take a look at crude oil this morning. I try to arrive in front of crude oil every morning with a completely neutral mindset. I don't care if this goes up. I don't care if it goes down. I don't care what it does. I just want it to tell me. So the first thing I notice is we are below settlement, and that's at least a hint. Yesterday, crude oil took a very uh, good swing to the upside. The name of the game today is to try and hold this to the upside. Our major magnets that were kind of a dark red, I had to change those to this, whatever color this is, magenta or something, so we could see them on this chart. But I want to keep to these bars because I find these bars are much easier to read. So this is a huge line in the sand right here at 47.30. If it holds that today, it may test it 2 or 3 times. If it goes on through, then we have a different scenario with crude oil. But right now, it's been a very happy camper. This is the EMA, and I have found this very useful on the 6 tick, so I put it on the 12 tick. We can all see. In order to keep this as simple as possible, I took the MVP off. The MVP can be found with its arrows over here on our 10-minute chart. The 10-minute and the 30-minute, which are timed views of crude oil, those will remain the same. The only thing that's going to change with Ninja 8.0 are the diagnostic bars. So Leah says these are a lot cleaner and less noise in the charts, and thank you, Leah, for that, because Captain Courageous has been telling us this, and I'm kind of like, uh-huh. And I really like the 6 tick on this, and I broke down and put the apex pattern. If this starts to get a little busy on the 6 tick, I don't know on 6 tick that it's as important for us to have the apex pattern letters on here. As I understand it, the programmers are aware that we have an overlap with the E's on these bars, and that's on the list to be fixed. There's not a setting, in other words, that we can back these E's down to what the P's are. So we'll try all this. And good. Leah says of course, Leah gets up at dark 30 and trades these markets out of the London session, and her markets that she seems to like the best, I think, are crude oil and the 6E. So for those of you who get up in the middle of the night or are insomniacs or have a different timeline, you might keep that in mind. Today we're going to try something new in here, and we're going to try and give it a couple days. It's like testing everything, but please give us the feedback on this. Lori and I are going to try and get the trades that I call into the room. It is extremely difficult for me to trade, make decisions, click on buttons, type in the room, monitor the stuff I monitor, and then get ready for the next trade all at the same time. I don't have enough, well, the truth is I don't have enough brains, but the fact is I don't have enough hands to get this all done. So Lori, on the other hand, takes the trades, and then she wants to mess with them, and she wants to fiddle with them, and she wants to fool with them, and then she gets stopped out, and then we're trying to train Lori not to be so Yes, me. Not to be so fiddly. We're going to keep her hands busy. And she's going to try and get these trades in a timely fashion for us. We'll see how this works. Do not take these trades in live until you have some experience with them. And we have some experience in trying to get this stuff to you in a reasonably timely fashion. So this is take the trades that you have been taking and successful with live, and kind of monitor us. Any feedback that you have, please let us know, because you know, I'm still trying to get the programmers up for putting the bionic brain implants that go with the matching bionic finger implants so we can do more. Let's see, what else? We're going to trade TF and maybe CL, and those two are maybes. Depends on which one is working. And Lori is putting some real good information in the chat. So with that, and by the way, we likely will not start this for at least another hour. This is the time to be getting, if you see any trades that you want to take, fine, wonderful. But this is the time to get your breakfast and your coffee, get your news, get your day's plan together, what you're going to do, and we'll try our best to get some of these trades out to you in a timely fashion. All right, and I'll come back on at noon if there's anything left of me. We'll see how this goes. So this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you